Hey guys, so welcome back to the channel. Sapito. So today I'm working on well, since last night I was working on the Jeep. Trying to get some fishing rod storage on my 2012 Jeep Wrangler. It's a two-door. Can't fit a full 7-foot 8-foot rod because it's not long enough inside, and I've been just using like a 7.5 footers and breaking them down and just carrying them all, and just pretty much been using all those rods right there. So what I'm thinking of doing, what I was gonna do was I was gonna go to Bass Pro Cabela's, get 2 of those, or a set of those, like the ones you mount on the side of the wall or whatever to put your rods. But instead what I found was, I might put that on this card right there, whatever. It's this kit is just holds 6 rods. It's a lot smaller, and I think it's gonna work good for what I want. Pretty much like I said last night, I started working on it, so I'm pretty much almost halfway done. The hard part's done. I'll show you guys what I did. I better hurry because I got about an hour or so left of daylight before it gets dark here. And I recorded last night, but it was kind of dark, so I don't know if I'm going to use any of that footage, but regardless. Alright, so all I did was I drilled through the hardtop. I thought this was like a double pane, that I was going to put like a nutsert in there, and I was wrong. It's probably about 1/8 of an inch thick, and it just went straight through. So now I just gotta waterproof it, and it is what it is. I'm planning on keeping the Jeep forever, so it don't matter. 4 little holes on the hardtop ain't gonna cause anything, ain't gonna do anything to me, so whatever. You guys can see that one's on already. I still gotta take it back off though, and I'm gonna put a double-sided tape. That way it kind of creates like a little cushion. And then if you guys look, I drilled them. I think it was a 5/32 drill bit. These are 10 by 24, 10 by 32s. I'll check right now. 10 by 24s by 1.5, and that 5/32 drill bit pretty much was a little bit too small, but I just reamed it out a little bit, and the bolts pretty much had to thread them in, just to the smaller the hole, the less chance of water getting in. And what I'm gonna do right now, just gonna put some silicone. It's the stuff that they use on the windshields. So, well, some stuff they use on the windshield, I think. Regardless, I'm gonna use this. It'll be black like the hardtop, and then just gonna dab some on, tighten it down. It'll smush down, and it'll create a seal. So like I said, it'll hold 6 rods, and they hang above the seat, and then I'll have all extra space, and the rods won't get damaged or broken or anything happen to them. So yeah, let me get this piece on, and then I'll show you guys how it's gonna look. As you guys can see, double-sided tapes holding it on right there. There's my bolts. I'm using some nylocks, so I'll have my assistant. I'll have her hold that at the bottom with some pliers. I'm gonna go to the top, put some silicone, and start tying them down, and then just that'll be the seal. So get in there. Hurry. This too has a seal. Just poke it. Gonna dab it on there. Get it on all the threads. So that's one. go. Next one. So now that'll just dry, you know, and there'll just be a seal. I'm not too worried about it. Nobody's ever gonna see up here, and if they do, well, I don't care. So now we're gonna remove the other side and do the same thing. All right, so we took off the driver's side already. Now I'm gonna put some double-sided tape on it, and the way I did it, I just used this groove right here as my guide. We kind of pre-measured with the fishing poles, our smallest one, and then just that way it wouldn't be falling off. But I'm using this as a guide so that the edge of this is there, and I'm using that one as a guide so the edge of that is there. And then we kind of just took a measurement from here, just you know, piece of cardboard, and just made it the same on this side, and that's all it is. You know, nothing fancy, nothing too technical, just something that works. Well, hopefully it works. Alright, so now I'm gonna do, put some double-sided tape on this. That was just to hold these on because they kept sliding off, but okay, I'm gonna go to about there. I'm putting pretty much 3 strips just to create the space from here to here, and it's a little more, but then it kind of gets squished down once you tighten it down. So boom. So this will be my 3rd strip right here. And these, they slide off, you know, so you can arrange them in whatever order you want, which that's what I liked about it. So I'm pretty much alternating them, and then, you know, just put your cap on. Alright, so that's our tape right there. I'm gonna take it off and repeat the same way I did as the other side. Bam! If you don't want to drill holes in your hardtop or whatever vehicle you have, you can always just use double-sided tape. But here in Arizona, you know, 120 degrees in the summer, I'm sure it's not gonna stick. So 120 plus, because I know it's hotter in the vehicles. So I just decided to drill the holes. Hey, help, assistant. All right, so I'm gonna put a little bit of silicone there. And as I'm threading it in, I can see it catching on the thread, so you know, that should help it seal even more. I'm hoping. If not, I guess we're gonna have some water inside the Jeep when it rains. Now we're gonna do the back one. Look at, you guys can see the whole silicone is turning with the screw. So, and I'm just gonna cover the screw head too, because I don't plan on taking them off. So if I do have to take it off, then it's just silicone, and I'm sure I can scratch it off or whatever. So we're just gonna push it into the screw. And maybe if I would have cleaned it a little bit better up here, maybe some acetone or something for it before, it'd be better. But you know, Like I said, I got about an hour worth of sun because sun's been going down like at 5:30, so just trying to get it done. If it leaks later, I'll fix it again, which I won't. I know this is gonna work. All right, guys. So I messed up. I have to take this off again and redo it, which I only have to take off one side, slide it off and pull them all out and, you know, reinstall them. But if you guys can see, the circle is in the front and then the circle is in the front, so that's not gonna work the way I want it. I want it to be staggered, so I gotta flip this one upside down pretty much. All I'm gonna do is take off the nuts, slide this off, and then pull them all out, and then, you know, pretty much put this one in first and so on. All right, so I'm gonna slide them out. And then just slide them in the way we want. So we're gonna put that one there, circle, hook, circle, hook, and circle. We're gonna slide this back on, and it only goes so far, so that's good. I'm gonna go back on top and put the screw back in. Hey, come help me. So I'm gonna go back to the top. She's gonna come hold the bolt again, the nut, and I'm gonna screw it in from the top again. There it is, weatherproofed, installed, and ready to go. I'm about to put the rods on and see how they hold on. And these rods and reels are probably bigger than, you know, if you have bass rods and reels and stuff like that. So if you do it, it might take up less space. Just gonna take up less space for me, so should definitely work for you. We carry a lot of junk around when we're out fishing, trying to find new spots in the Jeep. So, you know, this is gonna help with our storage, because right now it's been a mess, and this might still be a mess.
Well, that's nice how you have the.
But it'll be less. Oh, I did that on purpose.
Because that's the other one over there is kind of.
Oh, I did that on purpose. To hold it, see?
Oh, okay.
It holds it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
So there's six rods installed in the back of a two-door Jeep. If you have kids, you know, I'm sure you can still fit them in there. Obviously, if they're, you know, big dudes like me, you know, 6'4", 290 pounds, well, they'll still fit, because, you know, that's my head right there, and I can just move the rods. I can lean this way like that. Wake up. No, but yeah, I'm happy the way it turned out. Now we can move on to other projects we gotta do before we can start enjoying our fishing trips again. I might get a piece of like a pool noodle foam and put it right here, so it kind of pushes down on the rods a little bit right here, so that, you know, down the middle, that way they don't have that up bounce, and it'll be a lot quieter ride. But for now, this is what it's gonna be.